Hey everyone, Joe Bianchino here alongside Andrew Williams, A-Dubs as we call him, back for a Week 10 NFL preview, focusing as we always do on the New York teams. Bills, that's the one, Jets and Giants. We're looking at all three of those this week, and we will start with the Bills and the Chiefs playing in Buffalo. What to watch for?
What to watch for is that weather. Talk about sleet, talk about a little snow maybe. But no, ultimately what we're watching for is the Buffalo Bills offense being led by a quarterback that is leading them to wins. A man named Kyle Orton.
Kyle what?
Kyle Orton. Beer Belly Kyle Orton.
There you go, thank you.
Hashtag porn stash. No, I've been on this guy. Obviously, everybody knows for a long time.
You are not a Kyle Orton fan.
They are 3-1 under his helm. I am looking for him to continue leading this offense maybe to a big victory against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know how much I really expect from Kyle Orton. I don't know how much he's really been leading this offense, or if the Bills have been winning in spite of Kyle Orton, or with only a little bit of his help. I think, that defense has played a huge part.
Absolutely.
And so when I look what to watch for, I look immediately behind him in that running back situation. Fred Jackson is practicing. It's unclear yet as we tape this on Thursday morning whether or not he will play this weekend. Looks like he could go, and if he goes, that's what I'm watching for. I mean, how does he play and how effective he is? And beside that, who the hell else do they have playing running back? Because without Fred Jackson, without C.J. Spiller, it was Bryce Brown and Boobie Dixon the week before, and that didn't go well. So what's happening behind Kyle Orton? What is this should-be run-first team doing at the running back position? Is Fred Jackson healthy, and is he productive? That's what I'm looking for. Key to victory.
Key to victory is going to be stopping Jamal Charles, Niall Davis, absolutely. Same type of thing we said last week. Was it Jets that played them? For the Jets?
The Bills had a bye, and then the week before they played the Jets, and they destroyed them.
That's the biggest thing. Stopping them, making Alex Smith be the key guy for them throughout this game. That's absolutely what's going to be wrong.
Yeah, that's, when we talked about the Jets last week, and yes, the Jets played the Chiefs last week, we said then, as you just said, stop Jamal Charles, make the Chiefs one-dimensional and force Alex Smith to beat you. Well, they didn't so much do that. I mean, Jamal Charles had a good game, but even if they did, the Jets secondary is bad enough that Alex Smith can beat them, and did. I mean, Alex Smith had a fine game. The Jets offense, the Chiefs offense overall had a fine game. Right now, the Bills' defense, and this might be blasphemy, but the Bills' defense is better than the Jets' defense.
Oh, absolutely.
Just looking at it. And that secondary is worlds better than the Jets' defense. So if the Bills, who are 8th against the run right now, can stop Jamal Charles, a guy who's averaging for almost 4.5 yards a carry, if they can stop that guy and force Alex Smith to beat him, I don't know if Alex Smith can against the Bills' secondary, which is better than the Jets. I think if they can force the Chiefs to be one-dimensional, you got a really interesting contest on your hands here. Not the one people are expecting, that just an easy Chiefs win.
Absolutely. A quick little nugget in there, too. None of Alex Smith's 11 touchdown passes have went to a wide receiver yet this year. Watch out for those running backs coming out of the backfield, and watch out for those tight ends.
Yeah, especially if one of them's sitting on their butt. Sorry, Jets. That's brutal.
That was kind of
catch it, get a touchdown. The guy's just sitting on his butt on the goal line, rolls it, whatever. Anyway, prediction for this game.
I'm going with an upset.
You are.
I'm taking the Buffalo Bills at Ralph Wilson in the sleep. Beer Belly Orton. I'm taking them win a very tight game, 17-14.
Dubs is a more courageous man than I am. I want to pick it so bad. I really do, and I can't. I have the Chiefs winning this game. I have Andy Reid figuring it out because I really like Andy Reid. 24-23. I think it's another. I like you. I think it's a really close game. Because I mean, the Bills are 8th against the run. They can bottle up Jamal Charles enough to force Alex Smith to have to do something, and I don't know if Alex Smith can against this defense. Absolutely. So I think very interesting game. A less interesting game, at least for those of us who aren't Steeler fans, so excluding my co-host here. Steelers at Jets. What to watch for in this game, Dubs?
What to watch for in this game that I will be attending, I will be waving my terrible towel, is Big Ben 6... Oh, my fault. Wrong way. What to watch for the Jets.
Yeah, for the Jets.
For the Jets. My bad. All right.
Focus on the Jets.
What I'm watching for the Jets is this. Michael Vick, second week with the first team offense.
Mm-hmm.
Can he get a rhythm down
No.
with any of these wide receivers,
No.
with any of these tight ends,
No.
these running backs, just
No.
a rhythm down as
No.
a whole, and do some good
No.
things? He did some good things last week for him.
No.
He did, Joe. Stop
He did.
being mean. You're more
He
mean
did.
to Mike Vick than
He's
I am
awful.
to Kyle Orton.
That's false. That's false. I've never taken personal attacks at Mike Vick.
All right.
Calling him a felon isn't a
That's what I'm
personal
watching
attack.
for,
It's
though.
just true.
Michael Vick, second week with the first team. How productive he is.
We've gone over what I think about the quarterback position. I think it's a terrible idea to have Mike Vick in there. So I'll just look a different area. And I'll say I'm interested to see the crowd in this game because we have rumor. We all know the Steelers travel well, and Manish Mehta wrote an article saying that the MetLife Stadium could be overwhelmingly a Pittsburgh Steelers stadium. With the Jets, Jets are 1-8. They're brutal, and nobody wants to show up to watch them play. So the Steelers who travel well may be invading and playing a home game in MetLife. I really want to see how many terrible towels I see in the stands in that game. Key to victory for the Jets, if there is one, Dubs.
The key to victory for the Jets is stop Big Ben. Guy's thrown 12 touchdowns in the last 2 games, 6 each game. He's going for a record. You already got that record.
Okay, let's play, because I agree. They have to find a way to get Big Ben on the ground before he throws the ball. Because the Jets secondary is brutal. The Jets secondary actively, and I'm not kidding, is just trying out guys to see if they can play
week.
number 1 corner. It's not like, oh man, we got some depth injuries. Let's bring some guys in. Let's audition some practice squad guys. See if we can't find a third corner. No, they're looking for one, guys. They're looking for their first corner. And they're facing a quarterback who's thrown 6 touchdown passes in each of his last 2 games. So let's play a quick over/under game, Dubs. 5.5 touchdown passes for Big Ben, over or under against this New York Jets secondary on Sunday.
I'm going over.
You going
I'm
over?
going over.
You think he throws 6 again?
Over. I think he does 6 again.
You think he's going to throw for 18 touchdown
He
passes
did
in
on
3
the
weeks?
Colts and the Ravens. This is the Jets. This
All right,
is the Jets.
all right. Andrew Williams is on board. 6 touchdown passes this week for Big Ben. I'm taking the under.
Big Ben breaks records this week against the Jets.
I'm taking the under, though. I think.
Yeah. You got a good chance to win.
I think the Steelers could go ahead and throw a touchdown pass any play they wanted, but I think they're going to get up early and coast a bit. I think
Sixburg.
he'll throw for 4, but I'm not going to 6. Prediction for this game. I don't think it's going to be a positive one for the Jets, if anything. That prediction's indication.
Well, seeing how my over/under is 5.5, so I have to go 42 points definitely. So I'll go with 51 points like they did on the Colts.
You think that's what do the Jets score? 52.
Jets will score 24.
51-24
Steelers.
Wow. I'm taking a less aggressive beatdown, 31-13 Steelers. I think this could be, and I know you've expressed a little bit of fear of this off air.
Trap.
You think it's a little bit of a trap game for the Steelers, who are coming off playing the Ravens. Now they go on the road to play a really terrible team. It could be a little bit of a trap game, especially if Mike Vick surprises me and plays decent football for the first time in a decade. But the Jets secondary is that bad. I mean, the Jets secondary and that defense is that bad. So I don't see how, even in trap game circumstance, they keep this one close. 31-13 Steelers. The last game we'll get to, Giants at Seahawks. The struggling Giants at the struggling but winning Seattle Seahawks. What to watch for in this game?
I think what we're going to watch for is that wide receivers catching the ball this game maybe.
Ugh,
and
just brutal.
It's honestly, it's getting into the rhythm they had near the end of the game. I know a lot of people say that's garbage yards, garbage points. Getting on rhythm with Odell Beckham Jr., Donnell the ball. Ruben Randall has to catch the damn ball.
Catch the ball, Randall.
It's your job. Just
Only
catch the
job.
ball.
It's the only thing. Just look it into your hands and catch it.
Going into half last week, having 5 drops, you can't do that. You're going to Seattle,
Yeah.
Super Bowl champs, having not a good season, not doing well right now. Almost lost to Oakland before their bye week. Got to watch Eli Manning get on that rhythm. That's the biggest thing.
I think there are 2 things to watch for here. The Giants secondary without Prince Amukamara, who's done for the year with the torn biceps. I want to see how they fill the void. I mean, Prince Amukamara is having a good year, and I think the secondary was having a fine year. They're being dragged down by the offense like they were last year. So I want to see how they replace him. I want to see if DRC's healthy, how they handle the Seahawks. But I also want to look at the Giants' offensive line. This is a rough place to play on the road. The Giants have been prone to offensive mistakes on that line. I want to see false starts. All right. I mean, if you asked me, you set the over/under at 5.5. We use the same number, 5.5 false starts for the Giants' offensive line. I'm taking the over in this game because it's a terrible place to play, and the Giants' offensive line is I don't want to say terrible, but it's not good right now. You got a lot of youth on there, Richburg and Pugh. So I want to see how they perform and if they can rise up at all and step up and be something that Eli Manning can count on. Because so far, especially the last 2 weeks, they haven't been. Key to victory for the Giants.
Key to victory for the Giants is going to be stopping Seattle's scoring points. Because if you can keep this to a low-scoring game, they have a chance to pull off a very big win. And NFC East, that is wide open. Right?
Wide open.
Wide open.
I mean, look, it doesn't look it in terms of the
standings.
In terms of the standings, they got a 7-win team in there and a 6-win team above them. But the Eagles don't have a quarterback. I mean, they're quarterbacked by Mark Sanchez right now because Nick Foles is a broken collarbone, and you don't know about the Cowboys because Tony Romo's back. He's stupidly traveling and playing in London. You don't know how that's going to affect him, and they have a tough schedule after the bye. You know, the Cowboys could come back to earth. The Eagles could come back to earth, and if the Giants get on a little bit of a run, albeit in a brutal schedule, I mean, they still have, I believe, Denver. They still have San Francisco to play after Seattle. You know, it doesn't look good, but if they can win this game, maybe they can start to get on a run.
Absolutely.
My key is throw the damn football. I mean, I know the Giants want to be a diverse attack on offense, but Andre Williams ran for 2.8 yards 2 weeks ago. He ran for 2.8 yards per carry 2 weeks ago. He ran for 1.8 yards last week against the Colts. It's not working. All right, the running game's not working. Throw the ball. Throw the ball downfield. All right, I don't know. We just crashed on Ruben Randall for not being able to catch the ball. Just force feed it to him until he does. And force feed OBJ, who is catching the ball right now.
Who's playing outrageous.
Or Larry Donnell, who seems to catch everything. It's the fumbling that's the problem. But throw the ball. Let Eli Manning do his thing. I don't care that they're playing the Legion of Boom. Just try it. See if it works. Prediction here.
Prediction is going to have to be 28-14 Seahawks. Seahawks get back. Cam Chancellor, Jerron Johnson, Jeremy Lane, Jordan Hill, Malcolm Smith, Bobby Wagner, all this week, all on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's going to be a tough week for Eli Manning. It may look like Eli Manning from last year when they were 0-6.
Yeah, I don't see how you can pick the Giants. I think it's going to be a little bit of a closer game. I think you'll see them bounce back off a poor effort. They put some things together toward the end of that Colts game, even though it was a blowout in Jugtown, like you said. I think you'll see a little bit of that continue. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a game in the third quarter. But I mean, it's not. Come on, really? I mean, the Giants going into Seattle. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen, folks. 24-14 Seahawks is my final prediction. Sadly, so that is your NFL Week 10 preview. Back next week for Week 11. Enjoy it, everybody.